Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 6, 4, 59. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Carter. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. Right back to him on first down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Pick your game up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's going to walk one deep left side, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And oh, it's blocked. The Steelers get it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Fights off the defender. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 46 them up. I'm on.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go. 180!
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go.
12, fellas, here we go.
46.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to launch it for one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Second and 4. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride. And they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The kidder here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what I can't miss was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired. That's a big gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get some penetration here.
They'll run for the first time with Sonny Michel. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go. Check. 59. 59.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5.
What we got?
Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Carter. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Franks. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
They're going to look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's Love.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. 46.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You crazy. You crazy, boy. You crazy.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. Lucky. Check 99. Check 99. Slam. Check. Boom. Let's go.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Okay, baby, let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Running to start the drive is Love. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
From the 16, Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A quick throw complete to Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. 180!
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with this one, I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it, so what he needs to do right now.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Here we go. 180! 21. Mike 2. Switch.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though.
Go ahead.
I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
45, Mike.
Hey, orbit. I got it.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way.
Here we go.
Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
21.
Complete to Washington.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Garoppolo again. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now at the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Garoppolo. Going top shot for Smith-Schuster. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's in for 6, a Steeler touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
59 mark, 59 mark. check.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Love here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Lock. Check right 45. Check right 45. You.
From the 24, Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, gun. 46.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
65.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They needed a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. We'll see. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go. 180. Check my 46. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch out, watch out. 21, 21. Here we go.
Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down.
Here we go, here we go.
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Love. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On 1st down, it's Carter, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now a give, right side. It's Carter. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Grant. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Carter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point safely through. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Franks into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we
The
go.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now,
Here we go,
almost
here we
like,
go.
you know, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Well, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
A shotgun snap from Garoppolo. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Stepping up now. Loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. We own them.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football.
Here we go.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. But now this throw complete to Washington. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And they're able to corral them right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Omaha. Get the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first down, here's Love. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Right there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Love again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. I guess the simple question, why not just